branches, running back Dwight Clark, one of the most sound and one of the most, I want to say, athletic, toughest running backs in the state of New Jersey. Without a doubt, I think I've seen you. The first time I saw you run around was when you were in Pop Warner, I want to say, years ago.
Yeah.
And before that, before I even saw you run around at Pop Warner, it was a camp that I think Rutgers had out in the park. And I was out there with those guys from Rutgers, and you cried on me. Now you didn't. Yeah,
that was real little.
Yeah, and you were out there running around with a bunch of kids from Long Branch, and I noticed that you were the person that stood out. I think they had you at quarterback. You went out, caught some passes.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. And to this day, right now, you're still a spectacular football player. Not only that, I'm hearing that you're a great student in the classroom.
Yes.
Let's talk about your GPA and how important are academics for you.
Well, they're real important because as I had brothers who were older than me that were good at football, but they didn't have the right grades. So I just learned from them that in order for me to play football at a top program, the grades come first. And I just been working hard in class. I hear from my brothers all the time, make sure my grades is right. So as long as my grades are right, I think I should be fine.
And it's ironic that you said it because in the last couple of years, I remember from doing this recruiting thing for the past 12 years, there's a lot of talented players that came from the shore. There's a lot of talented players that came from Long Branch. But the last couple of years, I remember the Miles Schuler. Not only was he an outstanding football player, but he was also an outstanding student. I remember last year, Ryan Brody. He was a darn good football player, as you can see, going to Rutgers as well to join Miles. But he was also a darn good student in the classroom. Is there some type of trend that's going about, or is it just so happens that you guys have in your mind right now that, you know what, if we want to make it, this is what we have to do first?
It's just that it's in our mind that if we want to make it, the classroom comes first in football. A lot of teachers say that football isn't everything because they want us to do better in the classroom. So they push me more in the classroom than football. I just use it to advantage.
Let's talk about you as a football player. What do you think? What do you bring to the table? Because I can tell you right now, the person who I think of when I compare you to a football player, Ray Rice. That's who I think when I first and that's a huge compliment. But I think that's the type of ball player that you bring, that type of athleticism and type of ability that you bring. What do you think? Who do you compare yourself to, and why?
I compare myself to Ray Rice and Deion Lewis. He went to Pitt University. Now he's in the NFL, played for the Philadelphia Eagles. I compare myself to them too because I think we're in the same aspect as far as height, size, body-wise, strength, speed, quickness, agility, and a lot of vision. Both of those two running backs I know have a lot of vision and similar to me. And
you're right, because I sat right in the same position where we're at right now with Deion 4 years ago. And I remember telling colleges, the kid is phenomenal. And some schools chose not to go after him. Some schools chose to go after him. Now he's playing, he's backing up on the court with the Eagles. So he's another guy who I do compare to you two. Deion was a bit thinner in the lower body. I think you have more power down there compared to Ray, but more speed than Ray Rice had at this day and age as far as where being a junior going to become a senior. What are your expectations, and what schools have shown the most interest in Dwight Clark so far?
Most schools have shown more interest is UConn, Temple, Boston College, Pittsburgh, and I think Syracuse.
Okay. All right, Chris Melvin here, LeadRecruits.com, here with one of the top backs in the entire Eastern region, Dwight Clark. All right.